Hey guys, DocStorm here again today. So today I want to show you another video how you counter Sparky. Now I know ever since the new legendaries came out, some people have been frustrated saying, oh, Sparky's overpowered, things like that. But you know what, with any new character that comes out, we just have to make sure we know how to counter it. So this is what this video is about. I'm going to show you my tips and tricks for most reliable way to counter Sparky. So I'm going to show you that in this video, okay? So I'm going to show you actually two videos today. The first one shows a little bit more of the techniques that I'm talking about. So why don't I show you this one first, okay? So this is a very common type of deck that you'll see. They pair it usually like a giant and the Sparky and some other troops that has splash damage to take care of your other troops. So let me show you this replay here. So in the beginning, it's great when I have the elixir collector. You play it down, store some elixir. Opponent reveals a fireball. So in the beginning, nothing much. I don't really have a better play, so I just send a lone hog down just to see how he reacts. So now I know he has a mini P.E.K.K.A. So it means that next time when I send the hog down, I better have some supports like my skeleton. So you're always thinking when you're playing this game. So here, because I have barbs left over after the counter, might as well throw in the musketeer for a little bit of counterattack just to see again how they react. And it's a very good play by my opponent here because it did take out a lot of the HP of my targets here. And then boom, he places a Sparky at the back, which is very common. Usually in these decks, Sparky causes 6 elixirs, so they do place it on the back so they have time to build up elixir and pair it with usually a tank, like in this case a giant. So here, I'm going to show you two ways to defend it. One is to put down a low elixir unit down, like the skeletons, to discharge him. The second thing, you see my bar placement here, you split the barbarians into 4. So when the Sparky does shoot down on it, it only shoots one of the targets. So then you have 3 barbarians left. And it's a very, very good trade because they only essentially take out 1 barbarian if you play it right. So now, you know, I'm in a little bit of a rough shape just looking at my tower, but the most important thing is now I've learned what he does. So here I didn't place the skeleton because I knew he had a Valkyrie left, so then it would have just been a waste of the 1 elixir, and also because it is very important to save the skeletons in case I need it for Sparky, right? So again, you're always thinking ahead when you're playing this game. I left the Valkyrie alone because I knew he's going to probably take out the weaker tower. So I'm just here to try to save some elixir and plan out what I want to do. So again, I'm just waiting because I don't want to waste my skeletons, right? So look at the skeleton placement. Again, wastes his charge. The second thing you can do is the zap spell. The zap spell actually makes Sparky reset his timer, so he has to charge up again. So you always play that zap spell a little bit later as he's walking in, just again to waste some more of its time. So there's 3 ways that I mentioned so far. The zap spell, splitting your troops, that takes practice though. And then also playing like a low elixir troop cost like skeletons or even goblins so that it's an easy way to discharge it. Again, your skeletons and your goblins, you can also split the troops too to make it even more effective that way. And then the last thing that I didn't show here because I don't have any air units is air units because Sparky does not attack air. So you can do minions, minion hordes, things like that just to kill the Sparky. Again, arrows is very difficult sometimes to defend if they don't anticipate your minion horde, for example, because minion horde does so much damage that by the time the arrows come, Sparky's probably already dead. So it is an effective way to do it with an air unit as well. So those are the 4, I would say, the best and reliable ways to counteract Sparky. And once you practice that, you'll be golden. The hardest trick is splitting the troops, because splitting the troops actually takes skill to place it so that once you place it on, it spreads out, because or else you'll put it right in front and then Sparky will blast all your barbarians to smithereens if you don't split them. So again, practice that move. Now you say, how do I practice it? You know, every time I face Sparky decks, is that the only time you can practice? No, of course not. I practice it when I'm facing Royal Giants. I split my barbarians. Wizards, I split my barbarians so they don't shoot me down. So any type of target you can technically practice splitting your troops out, and it's actually very effective because you can defend Splash better, you can defend Sparky better. So there's a lot of applications for splitting troops. So it is very important to learn. Now I'm going to show you another Sparky deck here. Another good user of the Sparky, okay? So here I forgot to give him a thumbs up or a good luck. Sometimes I get nervous when I'm playing the game too and I lose track. So here again, I'm forced to play a little bit offensive. Good thing I have my Hog Rider. So send him through, see what he does. And he places the Wizard. Now, why this deck is tricky, because he has a Royal Giant and Wizard and Sparky. So if I don't play my Barbarians properly, his splash damage to like the Wizard will take out my Barbarians really easily, opening up his Royal Giant and his Sparky attack. So that's why I want to show you guys this deck too. And again, he has another building, so it's getting very hard for me to get into the tower. But it is good to have the Musketeer because the range is very large and very long for her, so she can sometimes get a few hits off. So right now, it seems like I'm ahead, but I'm not, because he does have the Elixir Collector down, so you always have to be careful of things like this. So now, when he plays 2 Elixir Collector and opens up to the weak tower, I knew that that was my perfect time to Fireball. But I do wanted to save up some of my Elixir before I threw it out, just in case he had something down his sleeve. So that is a very good trade. So he places a Sparky down at the back, again, very typical. And at this time I didn't know he had a Royal Giant, which kind of complicates things a little bit, because now I have to defend both targets. But same thing, I put my Musketeer back, place the cannon, distract the Royal Giant a bit, and I split my Barbarians. So at this point you might think it's very bad, because he has a Sparky and a Wizard and a Royal Giant, but as you can see here, you just have to stay calm. And splitting the troops here is very effective because when it counters the Sparky and it counters the Wizard at the same time. So again, guys, just stay calm, and then the times that you're flustered is the ideal time for you to lose the game sometimes. So just keep cool and play the best as you can. So now I'm actually ahead quite a bit. I have 2 Elixir Collectors down and my targets are healthier. So I am going to go for the offensive here. So again, he has the Wizard, no problem. I do have a Fireball, and it helps me get rid of the Wizard. So if he does do the Sparky charge again, he doesn't have that defense that he had before. So I threw in the Hog Rider because you do want to be a little bit offensive at that point, and I have like a huge Elixir advantage, so you want to add on the pressure at this point. It's okay to waste a little bit of troops when you know you're ahead like this with the Elixir count. So he plays the Royal Giant. Again, I don't have anything better to play, so that's why I'm playing the Skeletons at the back, playing the Cannon at the back also. Sometimes it's better to wait on your Cannon drop so your tower can damage the Royal Giant and the Cannon can damage it at the same time. The Hog there, I don't know if you've seen, was actually a good move because it distracted the Wizard, so then the Wizard didn't attack my Barbarians. Another thing you saw here is the Fireball actually takes out a decent amount of health from Sparky. So again, it is a viable option, but obviously not the best because again, it's 4 Elixir that you use on a 6 Elixir target without actually killing it. So again, not too reliable, but it's still doable. More reliable spells that you can use is actually the Rocket and even the Lightning spell. Lightning spell, I'm not sure if it can take out the Sparky, but if they have enough troops like the Wizard to support it, like a Valkyrie and a Sparky, or like a Musketeer or something else, Lightning is actually a very good trade because you can kill the Wizard, kill the Musketeer, and kill the Sparky. So again, some spells. Rocket is definitely a good trade because it's 6 for 6. So whatever you guys have in the deck, okay? But the 4 most reliable way is, again, I'll recap, air units, minions, minion hordes, splitting your troops. You can do it with Barbarians, Skeletons, Goblins, anything that has multiple troops. Third is your Zap spell. It resets the timer, so you do want to wait till he comes really close and then you reset it. But again, timing is ideal because if he gets the shot off, you would have wasted your Zap. And then the last step is to place a low Elixir cost unit like a Skeleton or even Goblins so that it can discharge his charge. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And guys, don't be afraid of Sparky. He's just another unit. You just need to learn these little tricks and tips that I mentioned here, and you'll be fine. You wouldn't lose to another Sparky deck. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video again. Stay tuned for more videos from myself. If you want to see more, win more games, make sure you subscribe so you get notified about new videos I make. So guys, clash on!